Welcome to Masterpiece Tarot. I'm Tala, and here you'll find timeless messages to guide your journey of awakening. If you're here, trust. You're meant to be. All readings are timeless. I will be getting some messages this morning. We'll be focusing on divine masculine, divine feminine, and I also would like to do a messages from divine feminine to divine masculine. So let's go ahead and start with divine masculine. We'll just do a DM reading right now and take it if it resonates, leave what does not. Excuse me. Okay, we'll just go ahead and jump in here. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages that you're about to bring through. What is it that you would like collective to know about divine masculine today? What can we know? What's going on with DM? What's going on in the energies? So remember, gender is sort of irrelevant in tarot. So this is a divine masculine reading, but we all do have both masculine and feminine energy within. So some of these messages will apply to feminine energies, predominantly feminine energies. Okay, Spirit, what have you got here? The Sun. Oh my goodness, such a nice first card out. Happiness, optimism. This is DM's primary energy today. Beautiful. What a beautiful card. And we're crossed by the Fool. Wow. Okay, so there maybe is a new beginning that could be hampering this energy a little bit. And so there could be something coming up for masculine. Judgment. Wow, we're getting a lot of major arcana cards here. So Judgment is the card of awakening. You can see that in that card, she's connecting with her higher self or her spiritual body. And that is in the position of what DM is aware of. Okay. And then this card that I'm going to place here is what's hidden. We have a Nine of Swords. This is some anxiety. This is a card. You see somebody sitting there, covering her face with her hands, kind of kneeled forward. She's in a little bit of emotional pain. What's in the recent past? Temperance. Wow, 4 out of 5 cards are majors. All right, so we have a temperance angel here in the recent past. This is about peace and harmony. And a Queen of Cups here in the future. Yeah, very nurturing feminine energy here coming up in the near future for masculine. This is a water sign feminine. This could be an aspect of DM. And now we're moving into sort of the outcome. So this is how DM is seeing themselves right now. We have a Three of Cups, so somebody who's perhaps celebrating with others, collaborating, having a good time. Definitely in alignment with the Sun card. The Six of Wands is how others are viewing masculine. Others are viewing masculine as victorious. Love it. Yeah, being recognized for some achievement. Hopes and fears, we have the Wheel. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is always turning, bringing in changes and karmic lessons. Final outcome. We have a Knight of Cups. I'm going to keep drawing until we have a major. We have a Page of Swords, a couple of young energies, a Five of Wands. There's some friendly competition. We have a Queen of Pentacles, an Earth sign feminine, and the Empress. Yes, Divine Feminine card. Okay, this is a beautiful reading. Let's clarify these cards. Super nice energy here. I'm really getting here that masculine is balancing the energies within. It's just what comes to mind, primarily because we're ending with this divine feminine. Now, this could also be representative of a feminine energy in masculine's life or universe, right? So we'll just have to see. So let's go ahead now, Spirit, and clarify the sun. Tell us a little bit more about this energy of happiness, the world, a Knight of Cups, and strength. My goodness. All right. I'm getting that this is a masculine who perhaps is feeling quite free. There has been maybe, a closing out of a cycle with this wheel card, with the world card, perhaps a closing out of a cycle. This is like a completion. This is achievement. Somebody's done a good job with something. And then we have the Strength card, and we have a Knight of Cups. And so I'm seeing with the Knight of Cups, this could be indicative of a masculine who's moving ahead with an offering from the heart. Okay, maybe it's an offer of love, a movement towards another romantically, or just with the energy of love and emotion. So I'm sensing a masculine who may be at a turning point of some kind. And yeah. And I'm also saying that because the next card, the crossing energy, is the Fool card, which will clarify, but that is most definitely a card of new beginnings, stepping into the unknown to some extent. Again, that yellow dress says happy. Of course, when we are stepping into the unknown, there can be a little bit of uncertainty. There can be a little bit of anxiety with that as well. And so the Fool is what tells me that this is a new beginning for the masculine. Now the energy is crossing, and so there's something about the energy that's impacting the masculine to some extent. And then we'll just clarify and find out what that's about. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, we've got a Five of Swords and a Knight of Swords. Okay, these are all swords, all air sign energy here. A Knight of Swords is fast moving. It could be fast incoming messages. The Queen of Swords is all about truth, cuts off what doesn't serve. And here we have this adversarial energy. And now what I'm getting here very clearly is that this Queen of Swords, now this could be an air sign in our masculine's reality, but there's a sense that this Queen of Swords has taken fast, decisive action to, basically cut off some type of conflict. Cutting off some type of conflict. And this is allowing for a new start. Now, whether the masculine initiated this or the feminine or somebody else, it doesn't have to be a queen, but somebody else might have made a decision to, maybe sever a tie with our masculine here. And as a result, perhaps this particular masculine is feeling optimistic, excited, and recognizing that now there's an opportunity to take a leap. So there could be some hurt from what's happened in the past, especially if there was a lot of nasty stuff said, because swords are all about words and mental. And so in terms of an energy that would be blocking, there could be, I'm just intuitively getting the sense that for the masculine that we're reading for, you know, some meanness could have happened, you know, transpired in the past, some kind of hurtful exchanges with that Five of Swords. And so we carry a little memory of that within us, and it fades with time, but of course there's always a little something there. We will always remember that that occurred. And so that can dampen, or, you know, yeah, dampen sort of the joy of this moment, of this new beginning. Perhaps that's why masculines need to be strong. And we'll have to find out more about what this Knight of Cups is about. I am curious to know if this is an offer coming toward masculine, or if this is an offer that masculine will be giving. Could be an offer that he's giving to himself, to just love himself or herself, okay? Okay, let's go on. So let's learn a little bit more about judgment. So masculine's got this judgment card in the conscious space. So this is something that masculine's very aware of, is consciously connecting in with divine, connecting in with spirit, higher power. Yeah, Hermit. So doing this in some, you know, times of solitude that this masculine might be taking. Another Fool. Yeah. I'm walking away. Yeah, I think here what we're seeing is that masculine is recognizing during this time of introspection that as he or they embark on this new beginning, that there is a need to leave some things behind. And so masculine might be reflecting at this time on what those things are. You know, are those people, are those places, are those ideas, mindsets, material things? What do I need to do to embody this kind of feeling of happiness again with the yellow background, this lightheartedness? How can I be as open as possible to the potential opportunities that await me as I step into this new timeline? Yeah, so there's a lot of processing, analysis, and, you know, thinking about potential outcomes, you know, how to make the most out of this moment in time where maybe a choice will be made to step into a new direction. Some type of a crossroads almost is what I'm sensing with these cards here. Our masculine might be at a crossroads. Okay, let's look at this Nine of Swords, this anxiety. Might be some anxiety about how to move ahead. We have a Two of Wands here. And this represents, twos are about choices. We have a Ten of Cups and another two. We have a Two of Swords. Yeah, I'm really getting strongly that our masculine is indeed at a crossroads. There could be anxiety about, you know, understanding what's going to need to be planned for. There could also be overwhelmed to the extent that there's some avoidance going on, which could be increasing the anxiety. It's like a feedback loop. I know I need to plan. I'm overwhelmed by it, so I'm going to avoid it. That just, you know, compounds my anxiety. And here we have a Ten of Cups. So it might be that we have a masculine who is not seeing clearly, or does not, you know, fully grasp that this Ten of Cups might actually be in their future. That Ten of Cups is something perhaps achievable. And our masculine here may or may not feel that way. but it is in the unconscious position. And so there might be some obstacles or blocks, reasons why masculine might not want that, not consciously see it or want it. There may be a sense of past failures. There could also be childhood things. It can even be generational things, memories that would put this into that unconscious position, potentially. Tell us about temperance, Spirit. What's with the temperance angel in the recent past? This is almost like our masculine had some sort of moment of an encounter with a divine being, and it sort of woke him up, maybe. So we had the judgment there, and so maybe this was an encounter with an angel. Let's see. Oh, there was a victory. We have a 7 of Cups, a lot of choices, and a 9 of Wands. Yeah, interesting cards here. Well, we go 6, 7, 9. So something is increasing. We're nearing some type of a completion just with the numbers alone. We have the 6 of Wands, and this is the victory after a long battle. Now, a little while later, the masculine has now gotten even more wands, and it's starting to get too heavy. So it's like he was sort of at the pinnacle of recognition, and now he's carrying too much of a load. So I think maybe this temperance angel has stepped in. So maybe it's an aspect of himself. Maybe this was divine intervention and said, hey, listen, you've actually got some choices here. Okay? You're not stuck. You're going to be able to put these burdens down, but you're going to need to look at your choices. You're going to need to look at your choices. Everything happens in cycles in life. So that 9 is going to get to be a 10. You're going to need to put it down, and the cycle will start over again. So let's make some choices. Let's think about the choices that are ahead. And it seems to me, because this angel is here, there's a sense on the masculine's part that, yeah, I can do this, and I can feel good, right, with the Sun card. This doesn't have to be some catastrophic ending. There's no reason for me to feel defeated. There's no reason for me to feel any kind of way other than in harmony with the cycles of life. And so I think that's why we're seeing a masculine here in the Sun energy, crossed by a Fool, with a new start coming. Okay? A new cycle beginning as an old one closes. So, but it's really cool that it was a temperance angel and divine intervention that helped move him on along his journey at that point. I want to meet an angel. All right, so then in the future we have a Queen of Cups. Tell us about this Queen of Cups. Is this somebody entering masculine's realm here? A Queen of Pentacles. We got another Queen. We've got a Temperance angel. Oh my goodness. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Well, this angel's sticking with the masculine. Okay. Temperance angel was in the past, and here we have the Temperance angel again. This could be a divine protector. This could be one of our masculine's spirit guides. This could be a passed on loved one, an ancestor. This Temperance angel, reminding us to seek harmony and peace. I'm seeing some very loving, benevolent, abundant energies here coming in for masculine, whether this is an individual with a beautiful family. But whoever this Queen of Cups is I feel that our divine masculine is being divinely guided with the Temperance Angel. This could be a water sign feminine. We also have a Queen of Pentacles, a water sign, or a earth sign feminine. There could even be a child up in the mix, or a younger earth sign energy. Yeah. So that could be, you know, one of her children, or somebody that she cares for. Yeah, I'm loving this reading for masculine. I love that our masculine here is so divinely protected. Tell us about the Three of Cups. What's this all about? This is how masculine is seeing himself. We've got Ace of Pentacles. Wow, the Three of Cups clarified by the Three of Cups. And an Eight of Swords up in the head. Interesting stuff here. So we've got a mirroring. We've got, you know, two Three of Cups energies here, which is very interesting. We also have one Pentacle. And we have somebody all up in there. You know what I'm feeling? This is really interesting. I'm getting the feeling, now I don't know how this all fits into the bigger story here, but just these cards alone tell me that the masculine that we're talking about, he's looking at these two groups. They're two separate groups. They might even be like a rivalry or something. I don't know if the Five of Wands came out. I thought it did, but sometimes the readings start blending together. I don't think it did come out yet here. No. But so I'm getting the feeling that this is a, you know, a divine masculine who has an Ace of Pentacles that he perhaps would like to share. And he's looking not at one, but at two groups and feeling quite trapped in this situation. Because why? Well, decisions have to be made. And we're talking about choices and paths and, you know, what will our masculine do here? Yeah. It's really interesting energy. You know. We'll have to see if we can learn a little bit more about that. Spirit, thank you for that. That's interesting. That's kind of out of left field, but tell us about the Six of Wands. This is how this is how others are viewing our masculine, the energy that's in the environment. There's a feeling of accomplishment, achievement, recognition. Nine of Cups, a Two of Cups, and a new Ace of Swords. Well, he starts out single with the Nine of Cups, gets into a partnership. So maybe our masculine will be moving into a new partnership, perhaps with a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles. And this is the truth. This is victorious. I think that's what I'm getting here. Let me try to hold these cards up so you can see them all together. Yeah. Yeah, really cool. So, I wonder if masculine doesn't see this coming. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Tell us about the wheel. This is hopes and fears. This is about the wheel of karma. What is the significance of this card for masculine here? Okay, perhaps there's some stability at stake. We've got a Page of Wands and a Six of Cups. Yeah. Well, so again, this can be about prosperity and abundance. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the material, but we are seeing the Four of Pentacles here. And this is somebody who is stable and secure, balanced in a way. We also have a soulmate, a past life connection with a soulmate. And this Six of Cups is this is a happy card. Sorry, I was thinking about the numbers here. We have 10, we have 10, 10 because this is a 4 and a 6, and this is a 10. So these together are 10, 10. 10, 10. So it could be that there's actually a hope that there can be a stability with a soulmate connection. I'm really getting that here. I don't often look at the numbers, but I was very drawn to look at them with these cards. And I felt like something was there. And there is. It's 10, 10. I'll have to look that up. You guys should look it up too. Let's see here. And then with our Page of Wands, you know, the pages are students. They're just learning. Wands is about creativity. It's about doing, making things happen, taking action. And so it could be that our masculine here, the hope is that, you know, he will be able to be strong enough, because we had the Strength card over here, strong enough, right, to take the action needed to perhaps secure this soulmate connection, right, so that there can be a sense of good karma, you know, paying it forward, doing something good that ripples out and affects others in a good way, affects the world in a good way. Yeah, I think our masculine really isn't sure. He's still thinking about what to do, if he's going to even do anything. Very much at a crossroads, standing there looking out, like on that Two of Wands card that we had. So I think the hope is that, you know, the hope is to create stability with a soulmate. Why? Because soulmates make us happy. Soulmates that are not karmics make us happy. We feel happy when we're with our soulmates, right? When we're with a high-level soulmate, we feel very happy. It can be very easy with these people. You don't have to work too hard at it. It's always work in relationships, but there's a sense of familiarity. I understand you, you understand me. We don't have to say too much about it. I'll listen to you because it's not hard to listen to you. I don't mind holding space for you. All those things, right, come more easily with a soulmate. Knight of Cups. I'm not actually going to clarify these cards until we get here. Let's clarify our Empress. We've got a Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. We have a Five of Pentacles and a Four of Cups. So those are diminishing numbers. Okay, it goes 7, 5, 4. So something's getting smaller. But here with the Empress, the belly is getting bigger. So there's a contradiction. There's a contrast. Let's call it a contrast. And so this might actually represent, you know, what our masculine is hoping to achieve, the energy that our masculine may be hoping to embody. Could be also this Queen of Cups or this Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be perhaps, maybe it's the soulmate of the masculine who is going to be, you know, partnering up, moving into that Two of Cups and this 10 of Cups that our masculine's not seeing. And so there could be sort of this idealistic hope or thought that there could be a pregnancy. These cards suggest that there's some kind of energy that's going in the other direction of that, just with the numbers. As well, you know, here with the 7, we have somebody admiring what they've built. Okay, they're really looking at it and they're quite pleased. They have a nice little accumulation here of 7 pentacles. But then here we move back to the 5. We move down. And here we see people that they're out in the cold. There's a sense that they aren't inside the building. They have left the building. They are on the outside. And then we get down to a 4 of Cups, and somebody's not accepting a love offer. So this could mean different things in the context of what our masculine's dealing with right now. You know, when we're at a crossroads, when we're thinking about all the possibilities and all of the choices that we have, like with this 7, all the choices that we have here, it can be easy, I think, to be unrealistic. Sometimes we put on our rose-colored glasses and we see things better than they are. Sometimes we are negative because we're stuck in wounds of the past and we're not able to let it go and just appreciate what is. And so I kind of have a sense here that this masculine here, at whatever crossroads they're at, is sort of working through this dilemma, right? This mental dilemma of, I've got a bunch of choices in front of me. I know that I have a beautiful soulmate in my future. It could be a Queen of Cups. It could be a Queen of Pentacles. Here I go down this path. I'm really hoping that it can, you know, be stable. I think that's a big thing. I really need for it to be stable. I want to take action and create the stable thing. I don't want to mess up and create the not stable thing. And I hope it's fruitful and abundant, but I know that there's always a risk involved. I know. And because of that, it's hard to completely take this leap without feeling, there's that, oh, that's a 5 of Swords, without feeling nervous, without feeling a little bit up in my head. And so I think that's what we've got going on with our masculine. He's at a crossroads and he's working it through mentally. I do think he knows what he wants, or she. And I think this is a cool reading. All right, guys? I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.